Okay guys, this is what we got. I've looked at a lot of different equipment, you know, home gym, home guy, whatever. I've had Body Solid, I've had some of the other brands. I mean, kind of, you figure them out, find out what you like, what you can afford. But if you're going to spend anything past, say $2,700, $3,000 for a unit, this is by far the best unit on the market. Doesn't matter how many YouTubers you follow, what they've got to say, how they get their free shit, so they always say positive things so they can continue to get free shit. I mean, I don't care. I got nothing against those guys, but obviously, you know, as many times as they say, hey, they're not, I'm impartial, that's, you know, it's just not a fact. I'm not monetized. I'm not trying to monetize. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for clicks, likes, hits, boo-boo bullshit. I don't care. This is just me being honest with you guys about what's going on, at least in terms of what my experiences are and what I've seen. Now, I paid for all of my own equipment through the years, cash out of my own pocket. Never did a review, never gave anybody hits, likes, or buttons, or followed anybody for their bullshit. I'm just trying to find what worked for me. But like I said, if you're spending anything back, $2,700, $3,000, there's no finer piece of equipment that you can buy for the money, bar none, than Warrior Fitness. I've had rep benches, I've had some of the rep cages, PowerTech, like I said, Body Solid, even had a few pieces of Rogue, which are beautiful, incredibly heavy, over-engineered, and will last more than your lifetime. But I'm not going to pay 5 times more for something just because it said it was made here, and you know, it's just not worth it. Not a commercial indication, not a commercial gym. This is at home. This is a 3x3 inch frame, 11 gauge steel. I got 1-inch bolts, not 5/8, not ½ inch, not 3/4. I got 1-inch bolt holes. The heads on these bolts are 1.5 inches. I mean, this is no joke. It's a solid, rock solid piece of equipment. I've got 2 multifunctional stacks, whatever you want to call them these days. I got 170 pounds on each side, which I can upgrade and put 50 more on each side. I'm going to end up doing that because my lat pull downs, I'm exceeding the stack, so I had to buy a special attachment bar to pull both stacks at the same time. But this thing is a beast. I mean, for your money, you're not going to get better than this. That's just not a lie. It's not a sales pitch. Warrior didn't give me shit. They don't know who I am. Store I bought it from don't know who I am. This is just me talking to you. This is an outstanding piece of equipment. More solid than my Body Solid. PowerTech, to me, is not even as good as Body Solid. Rep is outstanding. I've got the Warrior bench. I don't even have the $900 bench. I got the $700 something bench that was, I bought it for $400 brand new. The unit itself, I don't know, it's priced at like 5-6 grand or something like that. 6,000 and change. I got it for like 50 off or something like that. And I paid $2,700 for the main frame with the cage. I got the upgraded aluminum pulleys, which are silky butter, commercial grade. I mean, like I said, everything runs flawlessly. This comes with it. The overhead pull-up bar comes with it. Of course, I added all the attachments. I've added bars. I've added weights, free weights as well. You know, everything you can do. I've even bought this mat here, these interlocking floor pieces from the same store. And for the money, you're not going to beat it. I mean, there's nothing this thing can't do, nothing that can't work. And it's incredibly, incredibly, incredibly strong and stable. It does not move whatsoever. You rock side to side, front to back, doesn't matter. You get on this bench, you know, I don't care what you squat, what you can bench. This bench ain't moving. That's all there is to it. I mean, I've been on reps. I've been on $300-$400 reps, $500 rep benches. As soon as you get some, you know, movement in it, you feel your back wiggling. And that was a known problem in Gen 1. Gen 2, they got a little better at them. But, you know, there's a gap inside those pins. And you can't help it. versus this comes, for the most part, it's kind of tightness, kind of mimicking what they're doing, kind of what Rogue is doing as well, where like the bulk of all the material comes welded together. It's not a whole bunch of bolts, it comes welded together, and you know, have to put some pieces together, put on your, you know, bolt on your bench, whatever. But it is incredibly, incredibly stable. It's got heavier gauge steel on the back pieces, it's got thicker bolts everywhere you go, and everything is rock solid. So you're not missing out, you're not losing. You know, I'm not knocking the other brands, the other groups, none of that. It's just a matter of me being honest with you on what I experienced and what I have been successful at. Again, not monetized, not asking for nobody for nothing, not asking for free shit from manufacturers. I'm just saying, guys, you got to get this or you're screwing yourself. They've got several units that you can choose from, you know, bigger racks with Smith's machines. Some of those are 2x3s. Then they got 3x3 racks with Smith's machines. They've got, you know, all the attachments that you could possibly want, whether you want the solid steel bars or if you want the pretty aluminum ones, which are outstanding and great. But one thing to remember if you've ever done any of those machines is the fact that, you know, the aluminum will hang, you know, while you pull the pin and move it. Them steel bars that weigh 15, 20 pounds, they're not going to hold still. So you got to hold them up while you move the pin. So I tend to move the pin, then hook the bar up there. Not a big deal. That's what I prefer. I just kind of like the way they built the grips on the steels, simply because they put that rubberized texture and they're a little bit larger around the actual bar itself. The blackened parts of the grip and the ball ends, because, you know, I'm in Texas, Dallas. I work out in my garage just so I can get a good sweat going. And, you know, when you sweat a lot, your hands get slippery. I bought workout gloves with the texture on them and everything. It just is what it is. I just prefer it. Plus the beautiful aluminum ones, you know, they get scratched real easy too. So generally my wife uses those. But you guys need to look into it. I bought mine from a business called Sparks Fitness in Dallas. I believe they got a couple locations, maybe in Nevada or Utah or something like that. I don't know. Look them up, Sparks Fitness. There is a delivery and setup fee, which I paid extra for because I don't want to try to manhandle all this by myself or ask my wife to try to help. I just rather you guys come in and boom, they put it up. It was like $700 to delivery and setup. It takes about 6 hours. I was out in the garage kind of helping, coordinating where I wanted stuff, what I want it to look like. You know, OCD. I got all my bolts going the same way from the outside in. I don't like them from the inside out, which most people do because they think, oh, I want to walk into, you know, a nut thread on the inside of the cage. It's not how my mind works. In my mind, when you walk up to it, I want everything to be clean and strong and, you know, look right, not bolts haphazardly in or out. Just a thing, just one of my ticks. So, but I got these sandwich hooks, comes with it. I got the huge spotter arms that come with it. Drop anything you want. I upgraded, got me a really cool ass little Cerakoted bar there with the red camo to match the spotters. But you guys look them up. It's Warrior Fitness, Warrior Strength, something like that. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly what their listing is, but hell, you can't even find much on them on the internet. So, but it's all commercial grade. It's not good home stuff. It's not really good home stuff. It's not near commercial. It's all commercial grade at a price that those of us can afford. They do that in-house financing stuff. Well, it's not in-house, but, you know, like Affirm or Kendra or whatever those marketing people use or those finance people use. But so that's even an option for you if you don't have the cash. But Warrior is what you need to go with, and you need to call Sparks Fitness to get it. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Here she is in all her glory. Warrior. Thanks. Bye.